Later that day, Becky was taking her goods train to Oakwood. She was being really useful. The crossing gates came down, and she was being the best. "Here I come," said Becky. "I'm the best engine ever." The freight cars were loaded and Becky carried on. But further up ahead, a car was stuck on the tracks. "Watch out, Becky," her driver said. She applied her brakes, but it was too late. There was a deep rumbling sound in the distance when Becky derailed with her freight cars. The freight cars kept rolling non-stop. And at last, she came to a grinding halt. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the driver had gotten out just in time and Becky was engulfed in flames. "Lost my buffers," she coughed. Then Sasha came with the express. "Express coming through," Sasha said. The M-Fleet 2s were behind the deadheading stuff. "What is that?" she said. "That doesn't look good. I can't see where I'm going." Then she saw Becky's train. And then it was too late! The explosion got worse. "We have to get out of here," Becky said, and then it was a phenomenon in the distance. Luckily, no one was hurt, but after the fire was out, it was catastrophic. Sasha was knocked onto her side. "Sorry, Becky," she said sadly. Becky's wheels were on the sleepers. "No worries," Becky said. "We'll be out of here in no time," said Sasha. That evening, some of the passengers got onto a double-ended passenger train with locomotives on both ends, which were being useful. And after the passengers were back on board, Dwee had buffered up to Sasha's passenger train, and she was taking the passengers to Union Station. "Make way for the night train," puffed Dwee. "I'm really useful." And her lamp shone bright in the dark. When she puffed along through the countryside, it was very peaceful indeed. Early the next morning, a bus was stuck on the tracks, and a freight train was fast approaching, and then it crashed into it and derailed, and went onto the other track with an oncoming freight train, and it crunched it, and the freight cars were ejected into the air. It was catastrophic. No one was hurt or worse. The bus driver had jumped to safety. Meanwhile, Sam was taking empty cars to Plofsburg. On the tracks was a big engine. "It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Steamer," said Sam. "I'm really useful." "My name's Lorna, silly!" she laughed. "My name's not Mrs. Steamer." "Oh, nice to meet you, Lorna," puffed Sam. "I'm Sam, and I'm a branch member on the Preschool Railroad." Then there was trouble. Goliathara came into view with a line of troublesome trucks. "We've been this way many times," they said. "Samaroo!" And then they stopped. "Who is that?" asked Lorna. "This is how you talk to strangers on the rails," said Goliathara. "Whoa!" gasped Sam and Lorna. "You have to cut me in half," said Scruffy, because Goliathara puffed with her might. "Here I go to shut you up," she said, and her wheels slipped. "With these morons, of course. I'm the best." "Shut up!" bellowed Scruffy. "I don't like this!" He was hosed by an Amtrak train. "I'm coming apart!" And then she came apart. And then Nilma came with her passenger train. "Coming through," she said. With an engine on the other end. Her driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. A finger flew through the air. It was flying non-stop. It was crazy. Yeah, look at me. I'm flying backwards.